Good afternoon and welcome back to La Conca Muro Leccese for the third round of the WSK Super Master Series. We are ready to go with the first of our four finals this afternoon, the 60cc mini class. They're out on the grid. A beautiful sunny day here at one of the world's greatest race circuits. That is the 60cc mini class. What a spectacular sight it is, one of the world's greatest racetracks. 34 of the top 60cc mini drivers and 12 of the most beautiful Italian girls you'll ever see under the Vega umbrellas here on the start-finish straight. As we look north around this 1,250 metre circuit. Welcome back wherever you are joining us from all around the world. Hi to our friends in both North America and South America, where it is very early Sunday morning. To our friends in the Pacific, in NZ, where it's early Monday morning. All across Asia, the African continent, the Middle East, and of course here in Europe, where it is 2:30 Central European time. The first of our finals, the 60cc mini class, 16 laps, 20 kilometres the distance. We will go through the grid with you shortly. The front row is the Norwegian who won the last round as we get the 3-minute board. Dennis Hauger with Mattia Michelotto, number 520 to the right of your screen in the Energy Cart. A top of 19 degrees Celsius here this afternoon. We didn't quite crack the 20 mark, but a beautiful day nonetheless as we look at Hauger on screen. The Team Gamoto CRG, powered by the TM engine. Thanks for joining us live on WSK.IT, the third round of the Super Master Series, brought to you by WSK Promotion. That is the 520 cart of Mattia Michelotto, Amy powered. The very back of the grid, that's Igor Litvinenko from Russia, who just scraped, is on the second row of the grid as the girls exit the track. Dennis Hauger did, of course, win the last race of the series 3 weeks ago in the pouring rain of Castelletto di Branduzzo. We are almost set for a start here at La Conca Muro Leccese, the 60cc mini final. The 1-minute board goes up, as you can see. The 60cc engines row, Fusco Crescente, Rocco Alberto Negro is alongside Federico Cecchi. Jose Antonio Gutierrez Gomez will share the 5th row of the grid with his Spanish countryman Genis Civico. We look back to the 14th row of the grid, the Romanian Alex Iancu alongside Luca Giardelli. Roman Stanek behind them. Another driver to look out for is Marzio Moretti. He is alongside Mattia Muller on row number 6 of the grid. Typically only one formation lap. As they come down through the centre chicane, you can see that part of the track has been resurfaced quite recently. And wow, is it really generating some group and some chat in the paddock this weekend. Massive amounts of G-forces, even for these 60cc mini drivers. 5:16 is Giuseppe Fusco in the baby race cart, pushing Leonardo Marceglia. Well, not so long ago, that would have cost him a nose cone and a 30-second penalty. That rule is not in play anymore. You can see the drivers are getting a little bit anxious. Marceglia and Fusco waving to themselves. The pace setter is Hauger. As he did in the pre-final, Coluccio goes out wide trying to get heat into those Vega tyres. We are getting set to go racing with the first final here this afternoon. They're doing no more than 15 k's an hour as they form up on the start-finish straight here at La Conca. Hauger versus Michelotto, CRG versus Energy Kart, TM versus iAmy. They accelerate towards the start-finish line. The red lights go out and we are green. It is indeed Dennis Hauger who slots into the lead ahead of Leonardo Marseglia. Great start by the young Italian. He actually had a look at taking the lead of Hauger. Hauger looked behind him. They all settle through. We've lost a couple that have gone wide on the exit of turn number 3. Hauger from Marseglia. Good start also by Giuseppe Fusco as they come up the back straight for the first of 16 times here in the sunshine at La Conca, Muro, Leccese. Heat now well and truly into those Vega tyres as Mattia Michelotto has a look on the inside of Marseglia. Well, it started already. The dicing will not stop for the entire duration of this 16-lap race. You can be sure of that as Hauger leads them across the line for the first time. Into second, Michelotto, Marseglia, Giuseppe Fusco, José Antonio Gutierrez Gomez from Spain is in 4th spot. In the baby race kart, you can see Moretti Coluccio has dropped back to 7th. At the tail of this leading bunch in the 550 Tony kart for Salento Motorsport. José Antonio Gutierrez Gomez, that's him in the Mad Croc promotion kart. The team that are certainly setting some waves here in 2015 in World Karting. Their driver sits in 5th spot, number 541. There he goes through at the bottom of your screen. He's chasing down Giuseppe Fusco. Moretti Coluccio is now in 7th spot ahead of Rocco Alberto Negro. Mattia Muller, Charles Martinez rounds out your top 10. Michelotto, 2nd spot. But getting very close to the back of Hauger as they skip over the ripple strip. Another thing to point out is fatigue will play a factor later in this race. We mentioned the recently resurfaced sections of the track. Forearms and neck muscles, if they're not strong enough, they will not last, particularly for these young drivers, some of whom are just 9 years of age. Youngest driver in the field, Marcus Flack, all the way from Brisbane, Australia. Back in 31st spot after a difficult start as Luigi Coluccio muscles his way through. But he himself has lost a spot because Rocco Alberto Negri has got past him. Marzio Moretti drops back as we've got a new leader. Mattia Michelotto goes through and Hauger, who runs wide into the grass. Marseglia in 2nd spot. Michelotto did start on the front row of the grid as the rest of the field pours through the infield. One kart climbing over the back of another, as you just saw. Michelotto leads up the back straight from Marseglia. The Zanardi TM of Giorgio Pantano's driver. Number 520 is going to have a look on the inside. There we go. Michelotto tries to respond on the exit as Fusco locked a brake going into that hairpin. You saw the puff of smoke. 501, your pole sitter. Dennis Hauger is now back in 4th spot. This is not what we expected from the driver who dominated the last round as Michelotto goes through on the inside of Marseglia as they accelerate and put the power down. Fusco is looking over his shoulder. He still is. The star on his helmet. The 516 baby race kart. Strong contingent of baby race drivers here this weekend. Their technical director, former European champion driver himself, Roberto Toninelli, looking after these young drivers. Of course, this is the team that won the KF Junior World Championship 3 years ago. They're looking good for a win here this afternoon with Fusco, but Marseglia has other ideas. as he goes through and takes the lead on the final corner. This is the end of lap number 5. Michelotto behind Marcella. This is the best passing spot on the track. And Michelotto proves why. He puts his energy cart into the lead. Marcella, Fusco, Hauger is back in it now. And on the tail of this group is Jose Antonio Gutierrez Gomez in the MC01 cart. Marcella is back into 3rd. It's going to be 4th if he's not careful, because Hauger is going to take him on the outside. Marcella has no choice but to yield and let the Norwegian through. Gutierrez Gomez, the Spaniard, sits in 5th spot. Marzio Moretti recovered for 6th. Going across the line now in the top cart. Jenis Chivico from Spain sits behind his countryman. Charles Martinez in 11th spot. Francesco Pizzi down in 13th. As they go through turn 6. 9 laps to go at the end of this one. This is the opening final of the afternoon, the 3rd round of the WSK Supermaster Series. Jose Gutierrez Gomez going through on screen. He's there in 5th over the ripple strip. On the back of Leonardo Marcella, we've got a change for the lead as Giuseppe Fusco decides he'd like to lead for a change. Sicker following these carts. Dennis Hauger has recovered into 2nd spot. The Norwegian driver with the Norwegian flag on the top of his helmet and also on his NASA panel. He is in 2nd spot. Look for a move up the inside. There goes the Norwegian. No! He thought better of it. Michelotto sits in behind this group. Coluccio is not out of it. He's trying desperately as the front 2 touch. They're going to be side by side on the exit of turn number 6. The field really starting to bunch up now here in the sunshine at La Conca. Muro Leccese up the back straight for the 8th time. Fusco goes into the chicane looking over his shoulder. Just about flat out through the exit of there. Over the ripple strip, up the inside. Hauger, too easy for him that time. Marcella follows him through. They're going to be 3 wide. Coming onto the straight, they touch. Michelotto, they're 5 wide. Can you believe this? Have you ever seen racing as close as this outside of NASCAR? They were 5 wide down the start-finish straight. Dennis Hauger, your pole sitter. As we go past half race distance, he is leading a train of 8 carts. Wow, that was spectacular. We've seen them go 2 wide. We've seen them go 3 wide. They were 5 wide last time down the straight. The Norwegian Dennis Hauger leads from Michelotto in the energy cart. The Tony cart of Fusco is in 3rd spot. I can tell you the crowd in front of us are starting to get a little bit excited here. As we see another change for the lead, almost identical to that of a lap to go. Let's see what they go down the straight this time as Coluccio goes wide onto the ripple strip. This is indeed the last lap. The racing has been so frantic, we've got ahead of ourselves. Of course, 16 kilometres the distance. They're on their final lap now. Matteo Michelotto. Dennis Hauger from Norway in 2nd. Up into 3rd now. Mattia Muller. Oh, we've got a change for the lead on the final lap. They touch on the back straight. Oh, Hauger leads it. But I don't think it's going to be over when the checkered flag comes down at the end of this one. Oh, that was just sensational. You saw the move. Mattia
In third place for the 60cc mini class, let's welcome to the podium Mattia Mula. Place for Rocco Negro. And our winner, as he did 3 weeks ago in Castelletto, from Norway, Dennis Hauger. Once again, we now stand by for the national anthem of Norway. The 60cc mini podium. Let's hear it for Rocco Alberto Negro, Mattia Mula, and our winner once again, Dennis Hauger. Well, thanks for joining us here. What a beautiful sight this is in more ways than one. This has been the third round of the WSK Supermaster Series. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Sarno for the final round. On behalf of all the team at WSK Promotion, we'll see you then. Arrivederci. Ciao.